An old man trying to cut a century tree, tries to ask permission from the spirit living in the tree, asks for a sign, leaves his axe, and leaves. When he returns, notices that the axe is already in the top branch of the tree, sign that the spirit does not want to cut the tree. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled amidst towering trees, there lived an old man named Samuel. Samuel was known for his strength and skill in woodcutting, but he had always respected the spirits that dwelled within nature. Amongst the trees, there stood a magnificent century tree, its branches reaching towards the heavens. One day, Samuel decided to venture into the forest to gather firewood. As he approached the century tree, a feeling of awe and reverence washed over him. He knew that cutting down such a majestic tree would be a great loss. However, he needed firewood to survive the harsh winter that lay ahead. Samuel paused for a moment, contemplating the decision he was about to make. Deep in his heart, he believed it was only right to seek permission from the spirit residing within the century tree. He closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and spoke softly, "O spirit of the century tree, I come to you with a humble request. May I cut a portion of your tree to sustain myself through the winter? If it is your will, please show me a sign." As Samuel opened his eyes, a gentle breeze rustled through the leaves, whispering a response. He took it as a sign that the spirit had heard his plea. Filled with gratitude, Samuel placed his axe at the foot of the tree and left, trusting that the spirit would convey its decision. Days turned into weeks, and Samuel continued his daily routine, relying on the firewood he had gathered from other trees. Curiosity lingered in his mind, wondering if the spirit had granted him permission or denied his request. Finally, he mustered the courage to return to the century tree. As Samuel approached, his eyes widened in astonishment. There, perched on the highest branch of the tree, was his axe. It was firmly lodged, as if the tree had embraced it, refusing to let it be used for harm. Samuel understood that the spirit had spoken through this act, making it clear that the century tree was not to be cut down. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Samuel bowed his head in reverence. He thanked the spirit for its wisdom and compassion, realizing that the century tree held a significance far beyond his immediate needs. From that day forward, Samuel became the guardian of the century tree, ensuring its protection and sharing its story with generations to come. And so, the century tree continued to stand tall, its branches stretching towards the sky, a symbol of the harmony between man and nature. Samuel's encounter with the spirit had taught him the importance of seeking permission, listening to the signs, and understanding the interconnectedness of all living beings.